It's no stretch to say that the class of 2020 has overcome more than their share of obstacles to reach their individual goals this year. None of us can get through all of this without the support of friends and family and those who care. And we all have them, regardless of the numbers. This week's subject learned about his just in the nick of time. It can be one of the biggest moments in a teenager's life, the realization of a goal and a dream.
Yes, the acceptance letter.
Earlier this summer, J.R. Tucker's Kendrick Thomas got word that he had been accepted at Norfolk State University, his dream school, to study to be an architect, something he's wanted to do since the 5th grade.
I get a message in my phone, I'm like, NSU, and they said, congratulations on being accepted, and you know, that was one of the happiest days of my life.
I'd be a liar if I told you I didn't cry, just because of the amount of stuff that he's overcome getting to school, and he was ecstatic. I've never seen him that happy.
Turns out there were several reasons why his basketball coach had never seen such joy out of Kendrick. It started when Disgain became the head coach at Tucker during Kendrick's junior year, and he had to kick him off the team for his attitude.
At that time, he was not the best student, kind of going down the wrong path. Great player, but as far as a role model, was not very good.
I'd have like short outbreaks and outbursts. My anxiety ran high. I was very timid, so like anything and everything would irritate me.
Kendrick's father had left home and eventually wound up in jail. He was also bullied in middle school and had begun to feel pressure that no teenager should feel.
I was scared that I wasn't going to make it. I was scared I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't trying hard enough. I was afraid to let the people that put so much effort and support into me down. My dad got back out of jail, and I was wondering why he didn't want to see me. So it was just a bunch of different emotions building up to that point.
That point nearly ended every dream he ever had.
I actually tried to hang myself. The belt broke, and you know, I told my mom about it. I told my counselors about it at school the next day. It took me to the hospital.
Kendrick was diagnosed with depression, and his mother and counselors put a plan in place that he has stuck to ever since. It helped his mental state, but that was not the end of his troubles. He failed geometry and needed to take summer school. His mother couldn't afford the course, so Coach Disgain stepped in and paid for it himself and made sure he got to class.
I picked him up, brought him to school, and got him into class because I know that playing sports was that important to him, but the education piece that I told him has got to be done first.
The fact that Coach got me back out on the court, I just put my all in the net. That was my safe haven. Playing sports was my safe haven. So, you know, just getting out on the court made me forget it all.
Kendrick not only got an A in that summer course, he compiled a 3.5 GPA his senior year, crediting sports and his supporters with not only getting him through school, but also saving his life.
If you saw Kendrick, how he was 2 years ago to the man he's become now, it's night and day.
You get one life and that's it. So I knew I had to make a drastic change to get where I wanted to get.
And Kendrick now believes that if he can get a second chance at his one life, others can do the same thing by using him as an example, something no one could have predicted just a couple of years ago.
Think about the people you would hurt. If you're suicidal or depressed, think about those people first. Think about the people who are actually there for you and care about you.
I'm hoping that the kids at school, they see it, that if you're struggling, it can be done. You just got to have a lot of people in your corner that do want to help you.
It's not a video game. You can't, come back to life. So I just say, talk to those people, get help, push yourself, because you can do anything you put your mind to.
Kendrick is going to try to walk on to the men's team at Norfolk State. Disgain believes that he has the talent to play at the Division I level if he continues to apply himself as he has over the past year. If you or someone you know is struggling with depression or having suicidal thoughts, please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-8255. And if you would like to nominate someone to be profiled, email us at beyondtheroster@wtvr.com.